Welcome to Simple Understanding channel. I hope that you enjoy the course of CPIM with us. Please don't hesitate to like and subscribe to our channel and share your comments below. In this video, we will continue with Module 2, Sales and Operations Planning, which consists of 3 sections as the following. Section A, S&OP Purpose and Process. Section B, Aggregate Demand and Supply Plans. Section C, Reconciling S&OP Plans. Let's begin with Section A, S&OP Purpose and Process. Overview. Sales and Operations Planning, S&OP, is a critical business process that aligns the supply chain with the company's overall strategy. The main objective of S&OP is to balance supply and demand, ensuring that the organization can meet customer demand in the most efficient and cost-effective way. This section delves into the purpose of S&OP and outlines the steps involved in the S&OP process, supported by real-world examples. Key topics. Purpose of S&OP. The purpose of Sales and Operations Planning, S&OP, is to align the organization's operational plans with its strategic business goals, ensuring that all departments work together to balance supply and demand effectively. A. Balancing supply and demand. The primary purpose of S&OP is to achieve a balance between supply and demand. This involves forecasting customer demand and aligning production and inventory levels to meet this demand. Example: Samsung Electronics. Samsung uses S&OP to forecast demand for its various electronics products, such as smartphones, TVs, and home appliances. During the holiday season, Samsung forecasts an increase in demand for its latest smartphone models. By aligning production schedules and inventory levels, Samsung ensures that retailers are well-stocked, avoiding stockouts and backorders. B. Enhancing communication and collaboration. S&OP fosters better communication and collaboration among different departments, such as sales, marketing, production, and finance. Example: Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola holds regular S&OP meetings to align marketing campaigns with production capabilities. When launching a new marketing campaign for a seasonal product, such as its holiday-themed beverages, Coca-Cola ensures that production and supply chain teams are aware of the increased demand. This coordination helps avoid overproduction or shortages during the campaign. C. Improving decision-making. By providing a holistic view of the supply chain, S&OP helps in making informed decisions. Example: Nike. Nike uses S&OP to gather data on market trends, customer preferences, and sales history. This information helps Nike decide whether to increase production of a popular sneaker line. By analyzing data from various sources, Nike can make informed decisions that align with market demand and reduce the risk of overproduction or underproduction. S&OP process. The S&OP process involves regular, structured meetings where cross-functional teams, such as sales, marketing, finance, and operations, collaborate to develop a consensus on forecasts, supply plans, and inventory levels to meet business objectives. A. Data gathering and forecasting. The first step in the S&OP process involves gathering data from various sources, including sales history, market trends, and customer feedback. This data is used to create demand forecasts. Example: General Motors, GM. GM collects data from dealerships, market research, and economic indicators to forecast demand for its various car models. By analyzing this data, GM can adjust production plans to meet anticipated demand for specific models, such as electric vehicles. B. Demand planning. Based on the forecasts, the demand planning team creates a demand plan that outlines expected sales for the upcoming periods. Example: Pfizer. Pfizer develops a demand plan for its pharmaceuticals based on forecasts and market research. For a new medication, Pfizer estimates demand by analyzing historical data, market trends, and competitive landscape. This helps Pfizer plan production and ensure sufficient supply to meet patient needs. C. Supply planning. The supply planning team uses the demand plan to create a supply plan that details production schedules, inventory levels, and resource allocation. Example: Toyota. Toyota's supply planning team uses demand forecasts to create detailed production schedules for its vehicles. For a high-demand model like the Camry, Toyota adjusts production levels and inventory to ensure that dealerships have enough stock to meet customer demand without overproducing. Pre-S and OP meeting. In this meeting, representatives from various departments review the demand and supply plans to identify potential issues and discrepancies. Example: Unilever. Unilever holds pre-S and OP meetings to discuss potential production bottlenecks and resource constraints for its diverse product portfolio, including food, beverages, and personal care products. By addressing these issues early, Unilever can make adjustments to avoid disruptions in the supply chain. Executive S&OP meeting. The executive team reviews and approves the plans, making any necessary adjustments to align with the company's strategic goals. Example: Procter & Gamble, P&G. P&G's executive team reviews the S&OP plans for its various product lines, such as cleaning agents and personal care products. By aligning these plans with strategic goals, P&G ensures that production, marketing, and sales efforts are coordinated to meet company objectives. Implementation and monitoring. The approved plans are implemented, and performance is monitored regularly to ensure that the organization stays on track. Example: Walmart. Walmart implements S&OP plans to manage inventory and supply chain operations across its global network of stores. By continuously monitoring sales data and inventory levels, Walmart can adjust its operations to ensure that products are available to customers while minimizing excess stock. By understanding and implementing the S&OP purpose and process, organizations can achieve better alignment between their supply chain and business strategies, leading to improved customer satisfaction, reduced costs, and enhanced overall performance. Section A. S&OP Purpose and Process Practice Test. 1. What is the primary purpose of sales and operations planning, S&OP? A. To increase sales revenue. B. To balance supply and demand. C. To improve marketing strategies. D. To reduce employee turnover. Correct answer: B. Explanation. The primary purpose of S&OP is to balance supply and demand by aligning production, inventory, and sales plans. 2. Which of the following is not a key step in the S&OP process? Demand planning. B. Supply planning. C. Financial planning. D. Product design. Correct answer: D. Explanation. Product design is not a step in the S&OP process. The key steps include demand planning, supply planning, and financial planning. 3. In the context of S&OP, what does the term consensus forecast refer to? A. A forecast created by the sales team. B. A forecast that combines input from multiple departments. C. A forecast based on historical data only. D. A forecast provided by external consultants. Correct answer: B. Explanation. A consensus forecast is created by combining input from multiple departments, ensuring that all perspectives are considered. 4. What is a key benefit of implementing an effective S&OP process? A. Increased marketing expenses. B. Reduced inventory levels. C. Higher employee turnover. D. Increased product returns. Correct answer: B. Explanation. One key benefit of an effective S&OP process is reduced inventory levels, as it helps balance supply and demand more accurately. 5. Who typically leads the S&OP process in an organization? A. Chief Financial Officer, CFO. B. Chief Marketing Officer, CMO. C. Chief Operations Officer, COO. D. Sales Director. Correct answer: C. Explanation. The Chief Operations Officer, COO, or another senior executive typically leads the S&OP process to ensure alignment across the organization. During the S&OP process, 6. What is the primary focus of the supply planning phase? A. Forecasting customer demand. B. Creating marketing campaigns. C. Developing production and inventory plans. D. Analyzing financial performance. Correct answer, C. Explanation. The primary focus of the supply planning phase is developing production and inventory plans to meet forecasted demand. 7. What is the role of the executive S&OP meeting? A. To develop marketing strategies. B. To review and approve the consolidated S&OP plan. C. To conduct employee training. D. To design new products. Correct answer, B. Explanation. The executive S&OP meeting reviews and approves the consolidated S&OP plan, ensuring it aligns with strategic objectives. 8. How often are S&OP meetings typically held in most organizations? A. Weekly. B. Monthly. C. Quarterly. D. Annually. Correct answer, B. Explanation. S&OP meetings are typically held monthly to review and update plans based on the latest data and forecasts. 9. Which department is usually responsible for providing demand forecasts in the S&OP process? A. Finance. B. Human Resources. C. Sales and Marketing. D. IT. Correct answer, C. Explanation. The Sales and Marketing Department is usually responsible for providing demand forecasts in the S&OP process. 10. What is a key challenge in implementing an S&OP process? A. Increasing inventory levels. B. Reducing product quality. C. Ensuring cross-functional collaboration. D. Decreasing sales revenue. Correct answer, C. Explanation. A key challenge in implementing an S&OP process is ensuring cross-functional collaboration, as it requires input and coordination from multiple departments. Section B. Aggregate Demand and Supply Plans. Overview. Aggregate demand and supply planning is a crucial component of the S&OP process. It involves creating comprehensive plans that summarize the overall demand and supply levels across different product lines and time periods. These plans help organizations align their production and inventory strategies with market demand, ensuring efficient operations and customer satisfaction. This section explores the purpose of aggregate planning and provides real-world examples to illustrate its application. Key topics. Purpose of aggregate demand and supply plans. The purpose of aggregate demand and supply plans is to create a high-level overview of expected demand and the resources needed to meet that demand over a specific time horizon, facilitating better decision-making and resource allocation. A. Optimizing production and inventory levels. Aggregate planning helps organizations optimize production schedules and inventory levels to meet overall demand. Example: Ford Motor Company. Ford uses aggregate planning to determine the optimal production levels for its various car models over a 6-month period. By analyzing demand forecasts and production capacities, Ford can schedule production runs to ensure that popular models are available in sufficient quantities while avoiding excess inventory of less popular models. B. Balancing workforce and resource utilization. Aggregate planning ensures that the organization effectively utilizes its workforce and resources to meet demand. Example: Amazon. During the holiday season, Amazon uses aggregate planning to manage its workforce and resources in its fulfillment centers. By forecasting increased demand, Amazon hires seasonal workers and adjusts work shifts to ensure timely order fulfillment and delivery. C. Enhancing financial planning. Aggregate demand and supply plans provide a basis for financial planning and budgeting. Example: PepsiCo. PepsiCo uses aggregate planning to forecast demand for its beverages and snacks, which helps in budgeting for raw materials, production costs, and marketing expenses. By aligning financial plans with demand forecasts, PepsiCo can ensure sufficient funds are allocated to meet production needs and market demand. Aggregate demand planning. Aggregate demand planning involves forecasting future customer demand for products or services at a macro level, helping organizations anticipate market needs and adjust production and inventory strategies accordingly. A. Forecasting overall demand. The first step in aggregate demand planning involves forecasting overall demand for different product lines over a specific period. Example: Apple. Apple forecasts overall demand for its product categories, such as iPhones, iPads, and MacBooks, for the upcoming quarter. By analyzing historical sales data, market trends, and customer feedback, Apple creates a comprehensive demand plan that guides production and inventory decisions. B. Creating demand plans for different scenarios. Organizations create demand plans for different scenarios, such as best case, worst case, and most likely demand forecasts. Example: Toyota. Toyota develops multiple demand scenarios for its vehicles, considering factors like economic conditions and consumer preferences. By preparing for different scenarios, Toyota can adjust production and inventory plans to respond to fluctuations in demand. C. Aligning with marketing and sales initiatives. Demand plans are aligned with marketing and sales initiatives to ensure that promotional activities are supported by adequate inventory levels. Example: Nike. Nike aligns its demand plans with upcoming marketing campaigns for new product launches. For instance, when planning the release of a new sneaker line, Nike ensures that production and inventory levels are sufficient to meet the anticipated demand generated by marketing efforts. Aggregate supply planning. Aggregate supply planning focuses on determining the necessary production capacity, workforce, and materials required to meet the forecasted demand, ensuring that supply aligns with demand in the most efficient manner. A. Capacity planning. Capacity planning involves determining the production capacity required to meet the forecasted demand. Example: Tesla. Tesla uses capacity planning to determine the production capacity needed to meet demand for its electric vehicles. By analyzing demand forecasts, Tesla can adjust production schedules, invest in additional manufacturing resources, or expand facilities to ensure sufficient capacity. B. Inventory planning. Inventory planning ensures that the organization maintains optimal inventory levels to meet demand without overstocking. Example: Walmart. Walmart uses inventory planning to manage stock levels across its global network of stores. By forecasting demand for various products, Walmart ensures that inventory levels are optimized to meet customer needs while minimizing excess stock and storage costs. C. Aligning supply plans with demand plans. Supply plans are aligned with demand plans to ensure that production and inventory strategies support overall demand. Example: Procter & Gamble, P&G. P&G aligns its supply plans with demand forecasts for its consumer goods, such as detergents and personal care products. By coordinating production schedules and inventory levels with demand plans, P&G ensures that its products are available to customers when needed. By understanding and implementing aggregate demand and supply planning, organizations can optimize their production and inventory strategies, balance workforce and resource utilization, and enhance financial planning. This leads to improved operational efficiency, cost savings, and customer satisfaction. Section B. Aggregate Demand and Supply Plans Practice Test. 1. What is the primary goal of aggregate demand planning? Reducing employee turnover. B. Forecasting overall market demand. C. Increasing product returns. D. Improving product design. Correct answer: B. Explanation. The primary goal of aggregate demand planning is to forecast overall market demand to guide production and inventory decisions. 2. Which of the following is a key input to the aggregate demand planning process? A. Historical sales data. B. Production capacity. C. Supplier contracts. D. Employee performance reviews. Correct answer: A. Explanation: historical sales data is a key input to the aggregate demand planning process as it helps forecast future demand. 3. What is the purpose of creating demand plans for different scenarios in aggregate planning? A. To increase marketing expenses. B. To prepare for various market conditions. C. To reduce employee training. D. To design new products. Correct answer: B. Explanation: creating demand plans for different scenarios helps prepare for various market conditions, ensuring the organization can respond effectively. 4. Which of the following best describes capacity planning in aggregate supply planning? A. Forecasting customer demand. B. Determining production capacity needed. C. Analyzing financial performance. D. Developing marketing campaigns. Correct answer: B. Explanation: capacity planning in aggregate supply planning involves determining the production capacity needed to meet forecasted demand. 5. How does aggregate demand planning align with marketing and sales initiatives? A. By reducing production costs. B. By ensuring promotional activities are supported by inventory. C. By decreasing marketing budgets. D. By improving product design. Correct answer: B. Explanation: aggregate demand planning aligns with marketing and sales initiatives by ensuring promotional activities are supported by adequate inventory levels. 6. What is a key benefit of effective aggregate supply planning? Increased employee turnover. B. Optimized production schedules. C. Reduced product quality. D. Decreased sales revenue. Correct answer: B. Explanation: a key benefit of effective aggregate supply planning is optimized production schedules, which help meet demand efficiently. 7. What does the term inventory planning refer to in aggregate supply planning? A. Forecasting overall market demand. B. Managing stock levels to meet demand. C. Analyzing financial performance. D. Developing marketing campaigns. Correct answer: B. Explanation: inventory planning in aggregate supply planning refers to managing stock levels to meet demand without overstocking or understocking. 8. Which of the following is an example of aligning supply plans with demand plans? A. Reducing marketing expenses. B. Adjusting production schedules based on demand forecasts. C. Increasing employee training. D. Designing new products. Correct answer: B. Explanation: aligning supply plans with demand plans involves adjusting production schedules based on demand forecasts to ensure supply meets demand. 9. What is the role of financial planning in aggregate demand and supply planning? A. Increasing product returns. B. Budgeting for production and marketing expenses. C. Reducing employee turnover. D. Improving product design. Correct answer: B. Explanation: financial planning in aggregate demand and supply planning involves budgeting for production and marketing expenses to support overall demand and supply plans. 10. How does effective aggregate planning benefit an organization? A. By increasing inventory levels. B. By reducing operational inefficiencies. C. By decreasing sales revenue. D. By improving employee turnover. Correct answer: B. Explanation: effective aggregate planning benefits an organization by reducing operational inefficiencies, ensuring that production and inventory strategies align with market demand. Section C. Reconciling S&OP plans. Overview. Reconciling S&OP plans is the process of aligning and integrating the various functional plans, demand, supply, finance, etc., to ensure they support the overall business objectives. This process involves identifying and resolving discrepancies between these plans, making necessary adjustments, and gaining executive approval. The goal is to create a unified plan that all departments can follow, leading to improved coordination and performance. This section explores the purpose and steps involved in reconciling S&OP plans, supported by real-world examples. Key topics. Purpose of reconciling S&OP plans. The purpose of reconciling S&OP plans is to identify and resolve discrepancies between the demand and supply plans, ensuring that the organization's operational activities are in harmony with its strategic objectives and market conditions. A. Ensuring alignment across departments. Reconciling S&OP plans ensures that all departments, such as sales, marketing, production, and finance, are aligned with the overall business strategy. Example: Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson uses the reconciliation process to align its sales forecasts, production schedules, and financial plans across its various product lines, such as pharmaceuticals and medical devices. This ensures that all departments are working towards common goals, avoiding conflicts and inefficiencies. B. Identifying and resolving discrepancies. The reconciliation process helps identify and resolve discrepancies between different plans, ensuring consistency and feasibility. Example: Nestlé. Nestlé's S&OP reconciliation process involves comparing demand forecasts with supply capabilities. If a demand forecast for a popular product exceeds production capacity, the team works on adjusting the production plan, sourcing additional raw materials, or finding alternative suppliers to meet demand. C. Gaining executive approval. Reconciled plans are presented to the executive team for review and approval, ensuring that the plans are aligned with strategic objectives. Example: Ford Motor Company. Ford's executive team reviews reconciled S&OP plans to ensure they align with the company's strategic goals, such as launching new vehicle models or entering new markets. The approved plans then guide production, marketing, and sales efforts across the organization. Steps in reconciling S&OP plans. A. Reviewing functional plans. The first step involves reviewing the functional plans, demand, supply, and financial plans to identify discrepancies and potential conflicts. Example: Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola reviews its sales forecasts and production plans for its beverages. If the sales team forecast higher demand for a new product launch, the production team assesses whether they can meet this demand or need to adjust production schedules. B. Conducting pre-S and OP meetings. In these meetings, representatives from different departments discuss their plans, highlight discrepancies, and propose solutions. Example: Procter & Gamble, P&G. P&G conducts pre-S and OP meetings where teams from sales, production, and finance discuss their respective plans. For example, if the sales team anticipates a surge in demand for a new detergent, the production team ensures they have the necessary raw materials and capacity to meet this demand. C. Developing reconciliation plans. Based on the discussions, a reconciliation plan is developed to resolve discrepancies and align the functional plans. Example: Samsung. Samsung's S&OP team develops reconciliation plans to address discrepancies between demand forecasts and production capacity for its electronics products. This may involve adjusting production schedules, sourcing additional components, or reallocating resources to high-demand products. D. Conducting executive S&OP meetings. The reconciled plans are presented to the executive team for final review and approval. Example: Unilever. Unilever's executive team reviews the reconciled S&OP plans for its food, beverage, and personal care products. By ensuring these plans align with strategic goals, the executive team can make informed decisions about production, marketing, and distribution strategies. E. Implementing and monitoring. Once approved, the reconciled plans are implemented and performance is monitored to ensure adherence and address any issues promptly. Example: Nike. Nike implements reconciled S&OP plans for its athletic footwear and apparel lines. The company continuously monitors sales data, inventory levels, and production performance to ensure the plans are on track and adjust them as needed to respond to market changes. Conclusion: by understanding and implementing the reconciliation of S&OP plans, organizations can achieve better alignment across departments, resolve discrepancies, and ensure that their plans support overall business objectives. This leads to improved coordination, efficiency, and performance across the supply chain. Section C. Reconciling S&OP Plans Practice Test. 1. What is the primary purpose of reconciling S&OP plans? A. To increase sales revenue. B. To align functional plans with overall business objectives. C. To reduce employee turnover. D. To improve product design. Correct answer: B. Explanation: the primary purpose of reconciling S&OP plans is to align functional plans with overall business objectives, ensuring coherence and consistency across departments. 2. Which of the following is not a key step in the reconciliation process? A. Reviewing functional plans. B. Conducting pre-S and OP meetings. C. Developing marketing campaigns. D. Conducting executive S&OP meetings. Correct answer: C. Explanation: developing marketing campaigns is not a step in the reconciliation process. The key steps include reviewing functional plans, pre-S and OP meetings, and executive S&OP meetings. 3. What is the main focus of pre-S and OP meetings? A. Conducting employee training. B. Discussing and resolving discrepancies between plans. C. Designing new products. D. Analyzing financial performance. Correct answer: B. Explanation: the main focus of pre-S and OP meetings is discussing and resolving discrepancies between plans to ensure alignment before the executive S&OP meeting. 4. Which of the following is an example of a potential discrepancy in S&OP plans? Increased employee turnover. B. Misalignment between production capacity and demand forecasts. C. Improved product quality. D. Decreased marketing expenses. Correct answer: B. Explanation: a potential discrepancy in S&OP plans could be a misalignment between production capacity and demand forecasts, which needs to be resolved. 5. How can organizations ensure alignment during the S&OP reconciliation process? A. By increasing inventory levels. B. By holding cross-functional meetings. C. By reducing employee training. D. By improving product design. Correct answer: B. Explanation: organizations can ensure alignment during the S&OP reconciliation process by holding cross-functional meetings to review and adjust plans. 6. What is the role of the executive S&OP meeting in the reconciliation process? A. To develop marketing strategies. B. To review and approve the consolidated plan. C. To conduct employee training. D. To design new products. Correct answer: B. Explanation: the role of the executive S&OP meeting in the reconciliation process is to review and approve the consolidated plan, ensuring it aligns with strategic objectives. 7. Which of the following best describes demand-supply balancing in S&OP reconciliation? A. Forecasting market demand. B. Aligning production and inventory plans with demand forecasts. C. Analyzing financial performance. D. Developing marketing campaigns. Correct answer: B. Explanation: demand-supply balancing in S&OP reconciliation involves aligning production and inventory plans with demand forecasts to ensure supply meets demand. 8. What is a key benefit of effective S&OP reconciliation? Increased employee turnover. B. Improved cross-functional collaboration. C. Reduced product quality. D. Decreased sales revenue. Correct answer, B. Explanation. A key benefit of effective S&OP reconciliation is improved cross-functional collaboration, which leads to better alignment and coordination across departments. 9. How often should S&OP reconciliation meetings be held? A. Weekly. B. Monthly. C. Quarterly. D. Annually. Correct answer, B. Explanation. S&OP reconciliation meetings should be held monthly to review and adjust plans based on the latest data and forecasts. 10. What is the outcome of a successful S&OP reconciliation process? Increased inventory levels. B. A consolidated and aligned S&OP plan. C. Reduced product quality. D. Decreased marketing expenses. Correct answer, B. Explanation. The outcome of a successful S&OP reconciliation process is a consolidated and aligned S&OP plan that supports overall business objectives and ensures efficient operations. That's a wrap. We've just completed Module 2 of the CPIM course on the Sales and Operations Planning, covering 3 informative sections. If you're excited for Module 3, let me know in the comments below. You'll find all the materials and more than 2,500 practice test questions and explanations in the downloadable link in the description, so don't forget to take a look. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot.